All right, multiplying fractions and mixed numbers. Here we go. You should have some paper out, and you're going to be writing down each of these problems and taking notes on all of the problems. Now, the deal with multiplying fractions, there is this corny little song that is great for helping you remember this. If you have not heard it from your math teacher yet, you might want to ask them to sing it to you tomorrow, because I'm definitely not going to be singing it on this video. But here's kind of the long and short of it. It's something about multiplying fractions is no problem. You just multiply the tops, then you multiply the bottoms. Okay, I almost started singing it there for you. All right, so to do a problem like this, just remember that. Multiply the tops. So what you're really doing is you're multiplying 4 times 1. That gives you 4 for the numerator. And then multiply the bottoms. So 7 times 9 equals 63. So your final answer is 4/63, but you always want to double check to see if you can put it in lowest terms. So I look, is there any common factor of 4 and 63? And the only thing that's common would be 1. So this would actually be my final answer in lowest terms. Alright, so try this one. We have 5/6, and you have a 3 there. The thing you want to do with the 3 is make it into a fraction. To turn any whole number into a fraction, you just need to put it over 1. If you are wondering, does this still equal 3? Well, think of it. You're doing 3 divided by 1, and 3 divided by 1 is 3. So it works. Alright, then, what I didn't show you in the last problem is something where you can simplify the cross products. So what do I mean by that? I want you to look at these two numbers that are diagonal from each other. You have a 6 and you have a 3. If you look at those, you know that there's a common factor between both of them. I know that 3 goes into both of them. So then what you do is you take this 3 and you divide it by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Down here, 6 divided by 3 is 2. So you're basically dividing them both by 3. Now you still do the same thing. You multiply the tops. So 5 times 1 is 5. And multiply the bottoms. 2 times 1 is 2. Now you never want to keep your answer as an improper fraction, so turn it into a mixed number. How many times does 2 go into 5? Twice, with 1 left over. Final answer. Alright, so we have 6/14 times 7/48. First thing you want to do is look to see if you can simplify the cross products. So 6 and 48, you need to come up with a common factor that you could divide both 6 and 48 by. Hopefully you said 6. So 6 divided by 6 is 1. 48 divided by 6 is 8. You can also look that way. I know that 7 goes into both of them. Oops, gotta find my orange. 7 divided by 7 is 1, and down here 14 divided by 7 is 2. So now, on your numerators, you're multiplying 1 times 1, and your denominator is 2 times 8, and that is definitely lowest terms, so 1/16 is my final answer. This one, you need to first turn both of them into fractions. To turn the 7 into a fraction, it's just 7 over 1. To turn 3 and 2/7 in, well, you do 7 times 3 is 21, plus 2 is 23. Keep the same denominator. Hopefully you notice that you can simplify a cross product. If you don't see it yet, keep looking. No, it's not there. But right there, you can divide both of those by 7. So 7 divided by 7, you get 1s on both. Now multiply the tops, you get 23, and the bottoms you get 1, but you should just leave your final answer as 23. Next one, first thing you want to do, turn that into a fraction. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 4 is 14/5, times 10/28. Check to see if you can simplify. And by the way, you don't have to do this cross simplifying. If you don't, what happens is you just get really large numbers over here, and then you have to simplify at the end. Totally fine if you want to do that. I think it's a lot easier to cross-simplify first. So 14 and 28, I know that has a common factor of 7. So 14 divided by 7 is 2. 28 divided by 7 is 4. And then I realize, oh, I can actually simplify more, because 7 is a common factor, but really 14 was a common factor. So if that ever happens to you, you can, yes, simplify once again. Because look, 2 and 4, you can also divide them by 2. So this would be 1, and this would be 2. Next, let's look at these cross products. I know 5 goes into those. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 10 divided by 5 is 2. So 1 times 2 is 2. Down here, 1 times 2 is 2. 2 over 2, hopefully you got the answer to be 1. 2 divided by 2. Alright, I think we just have a couple more here. Here's what I want you to do. Write this down, pause the video, try it yourself, and then check to see if you're getting it right. Okay, hopefully you are back. Let's see what you did. First thing you want to do, turn them both into fractions. So this one would be 3 halves. Over here, 6 times 3 plus 4. 18 plus 4, what is that, 22? 22 sixths. Hopefully you tried to simplify before. I call it cross-simplifying. You can divide both of those by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And over here, you can divide both of those by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 22 divided by 2 is 11. Again, it makes it really slick when you're trying to get your final answer here. It goes fast. So 11 halves, but you can't leave it like that. Mixed number. 2 goes into 11 5 times with 1 left over. Your final answer should be that. So check and see how you did. And then this one, pause the video, try it yourself, and then check and see how you did. Alright, so first thing, you want to turn this into an improper fraction, which we've gotten 19/13. This is already a fraction. Let's see. I'm looking to cross-simplify, cross-simplify, but there's no common factor of 19 and 5, and there's no common factor of 13 and 2, so I just have to go for it. So 19 times 2 would be 38, and 13 times 5 would be 45. Let's see, any common factors of 38 and 45, or is it in simplest form? I think it is. So there is your final answer, 38/45. And the last one for you to try, pause the video, try it, and then check in with me. Alright, if you set this up correctly, it would look like this. I'm going to check to see if I can cross-simplify. Nope, not there, and not there. So, multiply the tops, 32. Multiply the bottoms, 11. If you were to simplify this, 11 goes into 32 twice, and I believe there's 10 left over. Phew, excuse me. So your final answer should be 2 and 10/11. I'm just double checking my work over here. Make sure I'm right. Okay, sounds good. Hopefully you got those last 3 correct. Your next step is going to be answering the video questions. I believe this time it's going to be on a workbook page, and you're going to be putting your answers on a Moodle page. But make sure your math teacher sings you the cheesy song tomorrow. Don't let him get away without doing that. All right, have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.